Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Triple H has done much to improve the state of WWE since he has taken over the reins of the promotion. However, his recent decisions and actions have prompted a veteran to dole out some tough words. The recent Saturday night's main event edition was a fairly well put together show, but according to Vince Russo, it apparently didn't live up to its promised hype. The former WWE head writer has often been very vocal about his critical opinions regarding the modern-day pro wrestling industry. Speaking on Sportskeeda Wrestling's Writing with Russo, the veteran felt that Saturday night's main event was a flop. He went on to state that he had stopped believing what either Triple H or Tony Khan had to say a long time ago. According to wrestling veteran Vince Russo, Rhea Ripley will not be winning her upcoming title match against Liv Morgan. The Eradicator is slated to go up against the Women's World Champion on RAW's grand premiere on Netflix. Despite fans being firmly behind Rhea, Russo thinks that Morgan needs the gold more as it helps her, whereas Ripley is tremendously over with the WWE Universe right now and does not need the title. On the same episode of Writing with Russo, he stated, "Triple H, known in the wrestling world as The Game, has been a cornerstone of WWE for decades. A legendary performer turned executive, his fingerprints are all over the modern WWE product. From his influence in shaping NXT as a developmental juggernaut to his recent ascension as WWE's chief content officer, many fans and colleagues have praised his leadership and vision. However, not everyone is on board with his version of the story." A WWE veteran recently made waves by calling out Triple H's credibility in a no-holds-barred interview, igniting a firestorm of debate among wrestling fans and insiders alike. The recent backlash stems from an exclusive interview in which a WWE veteran, who has chosen to remain anonymous for now, openly criticized Triple H's handling of a high-profile event. According to the veteran, Triple H's public statements about the event were completely disconnected from reality. The event in question, a marquee pay-per-view, garnered mixed reactions from fans. While the matches delivered in terms of athleticism and storytelling, backstage reports suggested chaos and discontent among talent. Triple H, speaking during a post-event press conference, painted a picture of cohesion and satisfaction. He emphasized how the roster had stepped up, delivered memorable performances, and embraced the creative vision for the event. However, the veteran sees things differently. Triple H talks like he's running the happiest locker room in the world, but anyone who's been in that environment knows the truth, the veteran said. There's a lot of frustration bubbling under the surface, and pretending it's not there doesn't make it go away. One of the veteran's most biting criticisms centered on Triple H's alleged knack for spinning narratives. Triple H has mastered the art of saying what people want to hear, the veteran claimed. He'll tell fans that everything is amazing, that the creative team is firing on all cylinders, and that the talent is thrilled. But talk to the wrestlers, and you'll hear a very different story. This sentiment isn't entirely new. Over the years, some wrestlers have privately voiced concerns about Triple H's leadership style. While he's widely credited with revamping WWE's developmental system and elevating NXT to critical acclaim, there's a belief among certain circles that his public persona doesn't always align with the backstage reality. Critics argue that Triple H's reputation as a wrestler's executive is more of a calculated image than an authentic reflection of his leadership. The veteran's critique also touched on the divide between WWE's top stars and its mid-card or lower-card talent. "If you're one of Triple H's favorites, you'll get the world handed to you," the veteran alleged. "But if you're not, good luck getting a straight answer about your future." This alleged favoritism has been a recurring theme in WWE's history. Stars like Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Becky Lynch have thrived under Triple H's leadership, while others have struggled to break through. The veteran argued that this imbalance creates a toxic environment, with some wrestlers feeling undervalued and ignored. There are guys and girls in that locker room who work just as hard, if not harder, than the top stars, the veteran said. But they don't get the same opportunities because they're not in Triple H's inner circle. That kind of favoritism kills morale. Triple H's rise to power in WWE has been one of the most compelling arcs in wrestling history. From his early days as the snobbish hunter Hurst Helmsley to becoming a multiple-time world champion and leader of D-Generation X, he's navigated the industry's highs and lows with remarkable resilience. His transition to a backstage role, first as the head of talent relations and later as the architect of NXT, was hailed as a game-changer for WWE's future. However, his tenure hasn't been without controversy. Critics have pointed to his reliance on nostalgia acts, the underwhelming main roster transitions of some NXT stars, and his sometimes defensive responses to criticism. The veteran's comments add fuel to the fire, suggesting that Triple H's leadership might not be as universally praised as WWE's corporate messaging would have fans believe. The interview has sparked intense debate among wrestling fans. On social media, some have rushed to Triple H's defense, pointing out his contributions to WWE's growth and the opportunities he's provided to emerging talent. Others, however, have echoed the veteran's sentiments, arguing that WWE's creative inconsistencies and backstage politics remain significant issues. One fan tweeted, "Triple H has done a lot of good for wrestling, but that doesn't mean he's above criticism. If talent is unhappy, that's a problem that needs addressing." Another wrote, "This veteran's comments feel like sour grapes. Triple H isn't perfect, but he's done more for the business than most." The veteran's scathing critique raises important questions about WWE's internal dynamics and Triple H's leadership. While it's easy to dismiss such comments as the grievances of a disgruntled former employee, they also highlight the complexities of running a global wrestling empire. Managing a diverse roster of talent, balancing creative and commercial demands, and maintaining transparency are no small feats. For Triple H, the challenge lies in addressing these criticisms constructively. Wrestling is an industry built on larger-than-life characters and compelling stories, both inside and outside the ring. Ensuring that WWE's backstage environment reflects the same level of excellence as its on-screen product is crucial for long-term success.